And everybody watching on Style Plus TV is Jackie Brown, and I am here. I would like to introduce to you all a friend of mine. This is Alan Mason from Style Plus.
Hey, I'm Alan Mason. I'm working with Style Plus as we're developing the digital design studio. So what we're doing is actually creating an online 3D designer program that you can actually go in and create a tunic, a band top, a flag, which is what we're working on tonight, and then have it really ready to go. It saves you time, saves you energy, and it gives you the chance to play the designer using all the stuff that we have in our library. All right. So what you start out with doing is exactly the easiest thing that we can do is go to styleplusband.com. And as soon as you get to styleplusband.com, you'll actually see that we have our website. The front and center on it is our design studio, and it clicks design now. When you click on that, you're actually going to see you see one of the tutorials that we've already posted, but you're also going to see the other kind of patterns that we have up there. We have our Performance Plus top, Premier top, the unitard, the tunic, and the digital design flag. We also are already and have completed a couple of other products that we're going to start putting out there very soon. But really right now, we're just going to go down to the design flag that we can do so we can create the flag that we were talking about. And there are two options. So there's pick a design, which is of course designs that we've already just sort of we're playing around with that you can manipulate yourself. But what we can also do is design from scratch. And when you get there, you'll have the flag pop up here. You can see exactly what it looks like. And then you're just going to click on customize. And from there, we just start the process.
So what's the best browser to use this for?
Really, any of them work fine. I use Safari for the most part for mine, as you can tell. But I also have used it on Chrome. I've used it on any of the ones that we've worked with, and it does work on your phone. If you just want to sort of play around with it on the phone or the iPad, you have freedom to use it on those as well. But either one works. As soon as you get here, the first thing that pops up are all of our colors. We actually have 117 colors on here that we can use that you can just pick. And as soon as you click on one, it will give you the chance to change that color automatically. So we're gonna get started back actually in on the image that you and I talked about. And so what I've done on here is I've created the image that I've added into our library, which is your flag. And so all you do is you click on image.
This is a vector file, right?
This is an SVG file, and this is a file that allows it. You'll see that you can manipulate some of the colors with. But it's one that we're going to put out another tutorial on how to create these files yourself to allow you to put them in and have color changing. The biggest thing that we've done is create the file the right size that we can put in on what I've done is I put it on the front of the flag, of course, because that's really all there is for this. And then you auto fit it, and then you click apply, and then it will fit from top to bottom on the corner to corner. And then you can use this small toolbar over here that you can adjust to create the look that you're wanting.
And then you line it up nicely. Very nice. Yes.
So right here, it's like sort of your D-pad. You can go up and down, left and right. You can recenter if you need to. And then right here is if you just hover over it and you want to know what it is, like scale down, scale up. Of course, scaling up makes it bigger, scaling down makes it smaller. And if you want to make a slight rotate, depending on how you want the spin spot to be, or if you want it to look in the right, if you want maybe the angle to be a little bit more defined, you can do that as well and scale it with it just to give you that look that you're trying to get. So
even people without design experience or like Photoshop experience or anything, they can handle like reading what these tools are and knowing what to do with them. Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because there's these tools right here, which are like pretty much your initial panel. But if you want to make some smaller adjustments and see some of the tools in a different light, there's the more tools section. And as soon as you get to the more tools, you can actually click the reset, which gets it back to like that initial size. And then you can click auto fit to get it back to where it is.
What is that? A flag for ants?
Yeah, it's a tiny flag. It'll be just the smallest little thing on the link. And then you can click flip if you want it to go on the opposite side. That looks just strange to me now after seeing this for so long.
Yep.
And then just make sure you can adjust it. The move speed is actually probably one of the most important ones for like this small little, just nudge it to the left, nudge it up just a little bit. And so if you just need it to go slightly up, you can click that move speed and it will give you exactly what you're wanting.
So we're missing a color in here.
Yeah, I decided to take out the color just to play around with it. I wanted to give you a little bit of room for exploring the design studio. So we're missing a color. That is actually taken care of right here. If you see the word recolor, you click on that. It's going to bring up all of the colors that are involved in your flag, it's nice. It's a way that we can simplify it. So if you're saying like the palette for the show, whatever you're going to do, the palette for that show is going to be a certain color. You can change. You find that color up here on your flag, and then you click on a different color for it. So if I want it to be If you hover over it, it actually will give you, so if I want it to be azalea, you just click on that, and then you click on the next color. Always try to click on the next color so you can adjust it. I want this to be white, and then you can click on the green. Let's say I want the green to be a blue. Click on this one. I'll turn this into another green. And then there's actually that small little bit of light blue right here. Let's do that let's go back and do that as a white. And then you click apply. And there you go. Here's it completely recolored, reimagined. It's that simple. What happens is then that's done. It'll be ready for a print file, but it still looks pretty plain, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah, it's just gone to like this 4-color design, and it's blowing my mind because I've seen that design in those colors for so many years. I've never seen it in a different color before, but this is awesome.
Yeah, it's great because if you wanted to create maybe the same flag pattern, the same flag design with the different color variations, you can do that. We can do that quickly. What we can also do here is actually add an image from our library. The library is pretty cool. The main folder is here. That's where everything that you've uploaded yourself is there. But there's also 7 other folders that we have added. I'm just going to quickly pull up flag elements. These are things that we're starting to develop and continuously developing that you can add in so that you can create a look that maybe might make a difference on your flag look. So if I click auto fit, you'll see that I could split it in half, and all of a sudden you have this nice little stripe going straight through. You can change the colors of these 3 and then adjust it and rotate it however you would like to. What we've done is added a bunch of images, and we're always adding more that you can have to it. So we've got
these are all like copyright free, right? So we don't have to worry about going and trying getting licensing for these. They're just this is what you guys can print.
For all of them. Yeah, we have licenses for all of them. It's very and if you want one, you just let us know what you need. If you find it on Shutterstock or Getty, or if you have one yourself, you can upload it yourself using the image, the upload your own file. But so for this one, we have a flower. I'm just going to go in and pick these autumn flowers that we have, autumn leaves that we have here, and then click auto fit and apply. So that's the image, but now we got to put it in the right spot. That brings us to our more tools again, and then down here you have layers or layer, and you just click layer down, and all of a sudden, yeah. So you could put the image maybe for a show theme, or if you wanted to be a little bit more of a detail oriented, or like a nice, a more intricate look behind it, throw the image behind it. If you wanted to adjust that, say you wanted maybe a different kind of image for it, you just go back into our add image. If you click on fit, you just tell you how, if you wanted to fit side to side this way, fit top to bottom this way, auto fit will try to fit the entire thing onto the screen. And then you have these, these leaves here, and then drop them down another layer, and then there you go. And you can do with this, you can see what you're working with by clicking on it over here on the side, and then you can rotate that if you rather wherever you want the focus point of this image to be. Just make sure you can see you got to cover it, which most times.
Yeah, just cover the whole frame of the flag.
Yeah. And then adjust your colors to go back to it. You can always go back and adjust your colors by clicking that recolor, and then maybe trying to get it more neutral for what you're wanting in that flag design, and create something along those lines. Because really, it's great for playing around and working with it. Just like we can add another element to this pretty easily by going back into our library and then just clicking into our main folders. There's our gradients. Those gradients, we have various gradients that you can add at all times. Like down here, you can click your clear, it's just a single gradient, add it to the front, auto fit, and then click apply, rotate it counterclockwise and adjust it so that it's seen. And then I'll drop it down one more layer to get behind it. So that adds another layer, no pun intended, to our flag, and you can recolor that. So right now it's a black. You can create it, it's going to a gradient to black. You could actually have it be a gradient to yellow, and then give you that color, that spin color.
Once I have my design, now all I have to do is add it to my cart, right? And then I can just buy it?
Yeah, you can. So if you go to add to cart, sometimes it will say that you scaled the image more than recommended. Really, that's only for a certain image that's on there. If you see it, you spin it, and it looks right, go forward with it. It's really meant to be just a checkpoint. We actually on the back end will check to make sure everything's centered up correctly, and we'll double check with you after you put your information in. And then if you click finish, it's going to create and generate this image for you. And then there it is. It's in your cart. You can see one of the older ones that we were working on. Yeah. And now you've got this one. And then it takes like 4 weeks or something?
Really?
Yeah. honestly, it's more than 2 to 3 weeks because we're creating the print files. Like we're creating a file that's print ready, so that as soon as you click submit and you say standard, and then you can add your quantity. So if you want to add, let's say you need 20 of them, and then you can go to checkout, and all of a sudden, as soon as you get to it, you'll put in your information, you create your account, you can check out, and then it will generate everything that you need for it. You can pay for it, and then within 2 to 3 weeks, those flags will be ready for you to go. Like it's fantastic.
That is all right. Well, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Thanks for coming.
We are here.
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 We are here.